All right. Okay, guys, what's up? What is going on? Let's do this. So, we are building Blaziken today. For those that are watching the VOD and don't know what's going on, I switched a couple times. I was like, oh, we're doing Blaziken, then we're doing Sterilege, and now we're back to Blaziken. I thought SRN could do today. Turns out he could not. There was a miscommunication. I was referring to tomorrow because it was my schedule, my sleep schedule has been weird lately. I've been sleeping plenty, but it's been weird. So I was messaging him at like 4 a.m. and there was a miscommunication because I forgot that it was the next day. So that's why all the changes. But we are doing Blaziken, all right? We are doing Blaziken. So the set I particularly want to run is Terra Fighting Life Orb. And I want to show you guys some calcs that make this so exciting. Oops, look at this. Look at that damage. Likely to 2-hit KO, when you factor in crits at least, more likely than not to 2-hit KO Dondozo. Pretty wild, right? All of Momola's obviously getting shattered. It's not surviving that. What else? Let's see how well does Zamazenta take this. Jeez, okay, so if we SD and Azama comes in, we kill that thing. That's crazy. That's actually insane. Dang. So I see some people in chat talking about focus energy overheat. Yeah, that's not really. I don't think that's a good set at all. The main challenge for this is going to be Pecharunt, but we have ways of working around that. So yeah, let's talk about this Blaziken. So we need to outspeed Darkrai, which I believe it needs to hit like 240 EVs for. Yeah. So we're going to go Adamax. And the thing I like about Blaziken with Life Orb is that it doubles as a wall breaker. So roll, it's going to be speed control and wall breaker. Now this is not alone enough for, dealing with offensive threats. We are going to have priority as well. But rest of the team, here's what I see that being. I see that as probably one priority Pokemon, and then 4 Fat Mons, support Mons. So that's basically what I see this team as. So Blaze Kick is not really a real option. 120 base power is pretty key to how this Blaziken functions. Although Pecharunt does worry me a little bit with how little it's taking, but we can kind of work. How much recoil? Ooh, that's recoil is pretty steep. And yeah, people are talking about how it gets 1 kill before dying. Obviously, we're running it with an Alo. Come on, guys. You really think I would just be like, hey, what if we put a Life Orb Blaziken on a fat team and didn't give it Wish support? Come on. I'm not that bad. So we're running Wish, obviously. Wish, Protect, probably Tickle, and probably the priority user is going to be a CB Rillaboom. This is kind of what I imagine it working out to be. There are other possibilities. Reduce the HPIV to 29 and put the rest of the EVs in defense to take less LO damage. I mean, let's see. That seems... Is that worth it? Is that worth taking less life orb chip? All that HP. Well, I mean, I guess, like... It's 1 HP. I think I'm just going to do this. I don't know what's more optimal, but it's not a big deal either way. Dr. Bognor with 5-pound donation saying, shout out to Miss Bognor letting me stay up to watch the stream even though it's midnight and she's had to stay up to love you, my shiny Lechonk. That's very nice. Shout out to Miss Bognor. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, I haven't been using, apparently I haven't been using Olo in a while, but it makes a ton of sense. Actually, no, I used it on the Nihilego stream as well, which went great, by the way. Actually, yeah, guys, check this out. In Natdex, which the stream for Natdex is tomorrow, I am at rank 7. I'm pretty close to the top right now with the Nihilego team, so that's been going very well for me. Anyway, no, we're not doing focus energy because that says cheese and pretty bad. It's that simple. I mean, does it get any special moves that are like actually worth using other than overheat? Like overheat's like fine, but like what else would you run on an overheat set? You need tact, and then I guess like Aura Sphere. That just doesn't sound very good. And yeah, someone's noticed Glow King looks good. Yeah, Glow King. These were the 4. Oh, they have Glow King does the thing. That's awesome. Maybe it's done that for a while, but I'm glad Glow King does that. This is kind of what I had in mind for the starting core of this team, but I could see it being fatter. So I think something we've got to do is look at some other Wish Pokemon. Okay, it's going to be Olo. That's, yeah, these are not going to do. It's going to be Olo. Okay. Like, I guess, no, because there's no pivoting other than Vaporeon, which is just a worse Olo. I thought the fried chicken stream was canceled. Yeah, we'll do Sarah Ledge with SRN another time. That's going to be an exciting one, though. Life Orb Terra Ghost with Poltergeist, SD, Bitterblade, Sneak. Oh yeah, it's strong. I think 2-hit KO's done Dozo with Poltergeist. It's wild. So, yeah, we've got to consider some other priority, though. The main sweepers we're worried about. What are we really worried about? I guess it kind of depends on the team, but we need something with priority. So that could end up being a Dragonite. Probably, yeah. Possible priority Pokemon. Likely that's going to end up being Dragonite or Rillaboom, just because those are good against Wellspring, and we have an Olo team, so, you know, that's obviously not awesome. Raging Bolt, yeah, that could work as well. That could work as well. And then I guess possible bulky offense angle. Maybe this doesn't need to be super fat. Why Mola? To heal up the Blaziken. Maybe Healing Wish. Yeah, I have considered Healing Wish on Mola. Potentially over Tickle. Yeah, I should write that down. Potentially H-Wish on Olo. Why are we making offense? We're not making offense. We're making, like, balance / fat. Because I think this Blaziken can come in and do its thing multiple times. That's the idea. With Wish support, at least. This is also sort of inspired by 3D. 3D had a team similar to this with Wishport, Clefable, and Life Orb Blaziken. It was like a stall, 5 Stallmons, and then a Blaziken. So we might do that too. We might do that too. We might potentially abandon priority. Whoa. Priority. Whoa, my typing today. We might potentially abandon priority and go with an unaware Pokemon instead. For 5 Batmons plus Blaziken. So, and yeah, obviously we need good removal. Good removal is definitely something that we need here. So one thing I considered was Galarian Weezing. Seemed like it would fit kind of well. It likes Allo support as well, and obviously it is really solid removal with neutralizing gas, so that's good. What's that tool next to the Team Builder? This is Notepad. It's just an app that's on most computers, but it's not affiliated with Showdown in any way. Someone... Oh, and if you mean that if you weren't talking about the Note ad, then this is Showdex, which is an extension. Very, very good one. No, you actually really don't need knockoff users. I mean, like, how much are we doing to Dragonite? So, okay, without +2, yeah, I don't think that's going to be doing enough. But let's see. Yeah, no, we're not killing D-Knight on entry. So maybe we do have to have a knock Pokemon. But I mean, that's kind of Rillaboom. Rillaboom sort of does that really well, so I'm kind of leaning toward the Rillaboom plan. Okay, let's just suppose, because let's suppose we went with a Tusk here. What would be the last? Blaziken doesn't seem like he cares about having your own hazards. Blaziken doesn't need spikes and Stealth Rock and everything else. It likes one hazard. Everything does. But it doesn't crave hazards too badly. It doesn't crave hazards too badly at all. Let's see. Actually, you know what another way to finish this out could be is Ting Lu and Weezing, potentially. These work pretty well with Allo, and this could kind of be an interesting sort of bulky offense build. Lawful saying, oh man, this entire stream is just going to be people saying, isn't Blaziken better on HO, isn't it? Yeah, it may be like that. Yes, you could put Blaziken on HO, but I want to try something different. I want to try to make a Wish set, like a Wish, pair it with Wish Allo on like a fat team. And if you despise that, then I'm sorry. That's what we're doing. So this is one approach. This is another approach. If we went Tusk, what would the last one be? Another person talking about Blaziken on HO. This is wild. Your Blaze gets walled by D-Knight. Really? I had no idea. I thought I had Ice... Oh, I don't have Ice Punch on here. And it doesn't get it. Jeez. Whoa. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I thought this Blaziken had absolutely nothing that could ever even possibly hope to stop it, but I've now been disabused of that notion. I appreciate that. Yes, Blaziken does not beat everything. That's, yeah. You know what else? My Rillaboom set, when I put it in, isn't so much going to like Moltres or Corviknight. And I suspect my Allo won't be very good against Wellspring either. Fortunately, we have the power of team building on our side, where we can make a team that allows things to get chipped and switch-ins and all that kind of funny stuff. That's why we like teams so much. Yeah, I'm streaming on a Wednesday because I'm about to go on a family trip. So that's why we're here. So last here probably needs to be a Dark Resist. Kind of looking like a Kingambit angle. Although then Dondozo kind of worries me a bit. As does Darkrai. But yeah, Golden, we definitely need this last to be out. I guess this theoretically could be a Tinglu also, couldn't it? And then probably another version with King Gambit. So that's possible. No, yeah, so I'm canceled. The Saturday stream is not happening this week, and there are no streams next week. That's why I'm streaming now. So, okay, let's see. Let's start with the kind of bulky offense and then move to fat if we want. Oh, thank you. Something or other with a $20 donation. Appreciate it. Say, that's a pretty cool team idea, but have you considered Blaziken on HO? Very funny. Yes. I've thought about it, actually. I've thought about it a little bit. I have thought about it. Avalug could work. Maybe Spec Zama along with it. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Can't believe I didn't think of that. Let's, do we want to try the Wheezing first? I feel like I don't use Wheezing enough. Are we getting cooked by anything? Have I, like, just totally missed something somehow? Or does this team actually look potentially serviceable? Yeah, I don't think we're going to go AV here. We want Chili. Pivoting is going to be a pretty crucial part of the game plan here. Yeah, Allo, Glowking aren't here to chip stuff down for Blaziken. They're here to just get it in and keep it healthy. Rillaboom is really the engine of chipping stuff down for Blaziken, which I think works fine. And Future Sight against the really fat matchups like the Petron teams can help Blaziken get stuff done. Lando T is rough. I mean, I'm not sure I really see that. Like, I mean, kind of it's rough, but then we just have an Allo here, you know? So it's like, eh. Yeah, we don't have a freeze dry switch in, which is not great. So we'll probably make this like Terra Steel. No, I mean, I guess we have Blaziken kind of, but that's not really ideal, is it? Gliscor, yeah, we're gonna go Ice Beam on Glowking because Gliscor does look annoying, but neutralizing gas helps with that as well. Gotta remember that. Bad team 0 Bergmites, shut it down. Thank you, Lawful. I really appreciate that recommendation. That's meaningful stuff. Thank you for bringing that to my attention before I searched with this team. Really, we're avoiding a catastrophe here, for sure. How do you get through Dondozo? So we're gonna have Tickle on Allo on this team. This team definitely runs Tickle. We've got Knockoff. We got, we can Whirlwind if it's sleeping. We have Sludge Bomb and Future Sight on this. We have Wheezing, which can burn it. Relatively weak to Zama. I mean, we can throw Terra Ghost on Allo to PP stall if it's an ID set, and then we have Wheezing and a Glow King, so I feel like not really. I'm not super worried about it. One Moltres and we're cooked. I don't really think so. We have this Blaziken does a ton to Moltres. I don't think you guys realize that. Oh wait, that's 2 Blaziken. Now we can't Terra, but like look at this. Moltres comes in and tries to roar you. You can deal about, up to 60, assuming it's absolute max health. And if they don't try to Whirlwind you, if they try to like Flamethrower or something, you can SD again. So it's honestly not that bad. You 2-shot after an SD. And we'll have other other resources as well. And Olo can switch in and kind of farm Molt, which is nice. So yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes. There's a lot of stuff that looks rough in theory, but we'll find out in practice if it's really that big of an issue. Tusk looks pretty scary. I'm pretty sure Tickle Olo is going to take care of our Ceruledge problems. Tickle Olo, you go into Ceruledge, you tickle, you flip turn into your Rillaboom. That should be good. Yeah, Blaziken cannot touch Flash Fire Ceruledge. That's correct. That's a limitation of Blaziken. Is it not an issue that you have no special breakers? As long as you're not losing to Iron Defense things, I don't know. I don't see that as an issue. Only special breakers is kind of a concern, but there's no physical equivalent of Blissey. You know, it might be an issue. We might keep getting rolled by Petron. Like we'll see, but I don't see that as being a guaranteed issue. Swords Dance Scizor is kind of a nightmare. Yeah, SD Scizor is pretty brutal. We might have to pick a Wheezing Terra type for that, but I kind of wanted Wheezing to just be... Well, okay, no, actually, no, because we do have... It neutralizes the Technician, which is nice. So we definitely go Wisp on this. Whoa, excuse me, Wisp, Defog, probably Strange Steam, right? And then we could go Toxic, since we do have Wish Pass, to you know, to be a little bit better against Moltres, which is not a bad idea. But I think we'll just start with Pain Split and see if we want Toxic, and we'll go Terra Grass just to give ourselves extra insurance against give ourselves extra insurance against Ogerpon Wellspring. And we'll go Boots. It's my 4, not... Okay, there we go. Also, guys, do remember to like the stream. Helps out a lot. We're just going to go max defense. I don't really want to run the speedy set for Kingambit, since you might just not outspeed it anyway. Go leftovers on this, and I think we want Ruination, Whirlwind, SR, and Stomping Tantrum seems good. Especially, you know, you Whirlwind a gold and it fails, and you can hit him with a big one. We'll just go put like 8 in there. Maybe win a speed tie or 2. Seems fine. Oh, not that. Special attack. There we go. This thing is pretty strong, actually. 110 attack. That's not bad at all. Probably go Terra Ghost on this. Just a generally good Terra type. Steel and Slowking I'm still not totally sold on. Maybe Kyurem isn't as much of an issue as I think. Let's go Sludge Bomb, Future Sight, and just Chilly Reception. Seems fine. HDB, Regen. Did I get the right abilities on these? Yep. I am pretty tired today, but I'm going to do my best to lock in. It's been... I've been having to prepare videos before the trip, so I don't miss any of my uploads, and that's been intense. All right, let's see. We'll go 8, and then we'll go 252 here, and then minus speed. Uh-oh. Thank you. And now I'm gonna mute and block challenges. But thank you for the reminder and the kind remark. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, we got the Wish Pass. We got the Blaziken with the right EVs. Yep. Okay, let's just see how it goes. Kind of reminds me of a Gen 8 team. Which is not really a good sign. Gen 8 teams are too honest. Specs Booster Sun Wake will destroy it. Let's see. We'll find out. Is Choice Band Tinglu real? Great question. I don't think so, but maybe it should be. I've seen AV. Yeah, Choice Band, I just don't know. Like, I guess it can run Stone Edge and stuff, which is kind of cool, but I don't know, like Payback. I think it's just too easy to switch into for a choice band Pokemon. It's too easy to scout. Like if your opponent has a Landorus, they're just switching in for free. To be an effective choice bander, you'd probably have to run like Terrible Ass Dice, which just sounds not so good. Mr. Rat, that's not my Olo set. My Olo set's max Spadef, 8 HP. Alright, we're immediately facing a stall team, so this will be a good test. I think this is the perfect opportunity to bring out the Blaziken. But let's lead with Glow King. Okay, that's fine. Let's FS. Okay, immediate swap, fine. This thing with Earthquake, it's definitely not attack invested, so we don't have to worry about that possibility one bit. Yeah, okay, we're fine to live that. We're fine to live that. So, okay, so let's, yeah. Well, okay, but do we want... Are we okay with Glow King getting knocked, or is there something else that we'd rather let eat that? This is also attacked Treads, which is something I want to point out. This is definitely attacked Treads. We could go... Well, Blaziken here is probably actually dying, even to uninvested, yeah. So Blaziken is, but at the same time, they're... What are the odds they actually outspeed, though? They might. Okay, they're actually... Yeah, there's a good shot. There's a very real shot they outspeed. Let's see here. I think we do just eat the hit with Glow King. Okay, they rock up. Interesting. That's kind of okay. Let's rock up ourselves. I think we're okay with rocks being up. I think that hurts our opponent more than it hurts us. Did I miss the Blaziken nature? Oh, that's not good. Thank you something or other for the $2 donation. That's going to be really bad for this matchup in particular, because we've just lost that power. So that's not good. Let's Stomping Tantrum this thing. Okay. Okay, we can still Woodhammer with Rillaboom through this team. That's the new plan. Let's go Olo. Okay, fine. Let's let me protect here, actually. Actually, no. Let's just flip turn. Yeah, I missed the Blaziken nature. Dang. That's not good. That's not what you want to see against a stall team. That's for sure. But yeah, let's just flip turn here. I hope we don't get poisoned, but it's not the end of the world. Actually, I wonder if we tickle here. That could be kind of funny. Let's tickle. Because that gives us a really nice flip turn. Oh, beautiful. It's an SD set. So, okay, we're going to want to actually start calcing against this. Because I want to know if it's defensive or Spadef or not. Because if it's speedy, we don't want to let Rillaboom get knocked off. That would be pretty bad. Bro, career, do something, man. Okay, there we go. They click to move. That's good. Like, I feel like I want to just Rillaboom knockoff. If they burn me, that would be tragic. If they like go for Scald and burn, that would be absolutely tragic, is the problem. And then we'd tragic to the point we'd pretty much just lose on the spot. If Wheezing comes in, how much are we doing with Woodhammer? It's not a bad chunk. We could go Wheezing first and get off a burn. That might not be the worst idea. I kind of like that, because that seems pretty risk-free. And obviously you don't want to switch into Gliscor, because you're taking poison damage. Okay, Blissey, like that's fine. But now this feels like a really good Rillaboom entrance. Hopefully they don't have T-Wave, but not a lot of Blissey run that. Okay, Seismic Toss, that's fine. So I think we knock off to start. Okay, knocking off the Weezing, I'm totally happy with that outcome. Next time we can Woodhammer. Okay, that's really against a double poison type team. I'm just not that worried about the T spikes going up there. Okay. Let's just swap in Weezing. I don't have an issue swapping it in since we've got grassy terrain up. We can absorb that, which is nice too. Okay, yeah, there's an Earthquake, which just isn't very effective. And they went Blissey last time. Probably just gonna go Blissey again. We can go Aloe here. Okay, Blissey comes in, fine. Let's actually Wish, because I'd like to heal up the Boomer if we can. Yeah, but you got to be really patient against stall teams. Our win con is Rillaboom. I'm aware of that, and I'm not going to rush it or force Rillaboom to do stuff before it needs to. Opponent is thinking pretty hard. I don't exactly know why. But okay, that's fine. I'm just going to flip turn here. Okay, unfortunately we don't get the tie, so I don't really want to risk this. So let's go into Slowking. Okay, it's just going for Wish too. So we can just Chili here. We can go Blaziken here. Let's just throw off a CC right off the bat. Okay, cool. We could Terra Fighting here. I don't really think that's worth it. Yeah, I honestly just don't think that's worth it. Let's go Mola. Okay, let's Wish. If they want to SD, we can just do the tickle thing like before. Okay, beautiful. Let's flip turn here. Okay, interesting. Let's check that flip turn damage. Oh, beautiful. That's defensive, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that did 21. So, okay, that's defensive confirmed, which I believe Rillaboom with Terra can still one-shot. Yeah, so let's just do that. And I refuse to believe... Yeah, we're very likely to one-shot here. I refuse to believe you're like Terra Dragon with an SD set. I mean, that's they run normal. So, like... I mean, if it is, it is. But the other thing is I don't necessarily want to spend years playing this stall game out. I will if I need to, but if it's... I get, like, the official smart play here might be doubling back to Olo and scouting for Terra Dragon, but I kind of just want to make stuff happen. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the Olo flip turn confirmed that this is not speedy, so we will outpace here. Unless it's like a super low roll on an insanely weird spread. Which is possible, but just not very likely. If they get the... With crit considered, this is a very good chance for this to kill here, so I hope they don't get the roll. Yeah, usually Gliscor run a little bit of speed too, to creep. Like, guaranteed get some creeps. So, I feel like our odds to kill here are really good. If they pull out the Terra Grass here, they pull out the Terra Grass. Like, I'm just... It happens. Guys, do please like the stream. Helps out a lot. But yeah, no, like if they're taking so long with this, I almost think they're going to pull it out, but I just don't have you know, especially without the nature on Blaziken, because that like missed us the 2-hit KO in that Olo. Without the nature on Blaziken, I don't think we can really beat a defensive Terra like Dragon Gliscor team anyway, to be honest. So we might as well just get it over with if they don't have it. They are absolutely burning through every bit of this timer, and it's going to be an Olo sack. After all that, they just switch into Olo. Okay, well, all right, that's done. So that worked out. They missed the Will-O-Wisp, which is obviously kind of unfortunate. Doesn't really matter, but you know, it's not great. Okay, we don't have boots on that anymore, so we actually can't just switch into whatever we want here. So let's go into this, and let's double back to Olo. Okay, Tread's fine. Well, let's wish. And let's flip turn. If they protect, they protect. That's fine. Actually, oh no, they can't touch Rillaboom, so we just switch Rillaboom here. Yep, that's exactly what we wanted. And this is fine. There's no way, yeah, this thing doesn't get any like weird BS protecting moves, so. Okay, in comes Gliscor, not a concern. Not a concern at all. We can actually go into this guy here. Go into this little piggy. And let's go for Strange Steam. And, okay, we get our boots knocked off, not a big deal. I don't think this thing wants to stay in anymore, so let's get our removal. Beautiful. And I'm going to go right into Rillaboom on this. That feels like pretty good to me. Gliscor is coming in. Let's Woodhammer. You guaranteed die now, so we're probably going to pick up another kill here. Wheezing, I'm pretty sure, gets 2-hit KO'd. And if this Gliscor had the Terra, you would have used it earlier, surely. Down goes the Gliscor. Beautiful. I'm sensing maybe a forfeit here. Nope, they're going to keep doing this. Okay, we have to play this out. I respect it in a way, but it is a little bit irritating. Some people just don't know when to quit. All right, let's wisp here. Oh, beautiful. Okay, never mind. Not beautiful. We immediately miss. Oh, let me just go... What am I doing? Let me just go Rillaboom on this. This is... Yeah, this is a kill. Actually, if they go Blissey, do we die from recoil? Let's check that. Okay, 63 recoil, so we're fine. Okay, let's see. 63. Okay, so now... But that's max HP. Is Blissey at max? No, it's not max. So we'll be fine. So let's just Woodhammer again. Yeah, we will survive a Blissey coming in here. Yeah, I figured this might happen, but we will survive this, unless Calc is lying to me. Cool, cool. And not only did we survive, we even survive a rock sentry, so I'm feeling really happy with that. Let's wish. And we can just switch Wheezing here, I'm pretty sure. I think Wheezing is fine. Looks good. Well, actually, will a Sludge Bomb from this Wheezing kill our Wheezing? Let's calc that. It actually will. Okay, so let's... Do we care about this getting burned? I really don't think we do. Okay, that's fine. Oh, and we can go Rillaboom here, can't we? Yep. Yep, Rillaboom gets the guaranteed kill. Oh no, never mind. Look at me. Look at me forgetting about things. That's not very good. I forgot about the... Oh, we actually still have an 87% chance to one-hit KO. Oh, let's do it. What the heck? You only live once. Okay, cool. Good game. Rillaboom, you did good. Like the stream for the stall 6-0 right off the bat. Didn't even need Adamant Blaziken. You gotta like the stream for that. Yeah, I do like building teams that are good against stall. It really bothers me when teams don't have an out in that matchup. So that felt pretty good. That felt pretty good. That team in particular does just suck against Rillaboom. But, yeah. That team, is there any way out for them? Like, I guess Terra, I don't know. Something. They've got to change something about that build. I'd maybe make the Gly score something. Yeah, no, Olo is a much more of a resource against stall than a harm. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's actually immediately lead with Blaziken here. That looks fire. Pun intended. Let's protect. Okay, I'm going to Swords Dance here. Please don't be like Specs Earth Power. That's pretty annoying, but alright, that's fine. Okay. Let's protect. I'm going to Terra Fighting and just kill this thing. That seems fine. Okay, goodbye Torkoal. Yeah, I like, we're not going to sweep, obviously, but I feel like getting rid of Sun is pretty well worth it. The question is really, do we want to preserve Blaziken? Is preserving Blaziken worth it? Like, realistically, can we wish pass it up? I feel like kind of, yeah. I feel like we actually can, so I'm going to go Glow King here. And actually, I kind of just love throwing out... a Sledge Bomb here. That looks really good. Okay, we'll see. We may have to... We'll have to deal with, like, one Wake hit, but we should be fine. Slither... Okay, we're going to have to deal with one... Slither Wing hit. But Olo can take even a CC, like, banded thing here, so I think we're fine. Okay, cool. And that's Sun gone. Okay, it's booster special attack. That's obviously not ideal. But let's go immediately into Rillaboom on that. Probably about to eat an energy ball, but that's okay. Okay, let's see. If this thing energy balls here. The Terragra. Do we Whirlwind right away? Okay, they just forfeit. They're not happy about losing Sun. All right, good game. That's a double win. Hitting 1900. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Gotta like the stream for that. Come on. Blaziken did its thing there. The Terra Fighting Life Orb kind of surprised the opponent. Or maybe. I guess they kind of probably knew it was Life Orb when they didn't see the other thing, Leftovers. But that was still a nice moment. I had fun. Let's... okay, leads here probably going to be either Tusk or Aatrot. So I'm inclined to just lead with the Boomer. I'm inclined to just lead with the Boomer. Okay, Tusk lead, sure. Yeah, part of me wants to actually just Terra Grass and immediately glide this thing. If we get Ice Spinnered into Woodhammer, we're probably dead, right? Is that okay in this matchup? I'd really like to chip this Tusk. That'd be sick. Are we going to need the Terra for anything else? I feel like not really. Let's just do this. Oh, beautiful. We get the kill immediately, too. That's pretty great. Best case scenario when you go for that. And we've got a Tinglu, so we just go immediately into that on this Goldango. We get Trick to Scarf. That's honestly fine. That's really not the end of the world. I think I like Blaziken here. Okay, fine. We could throw off a CC. Let's do that. I don't think you ever, like, immediately attack. Yeah, okay, I was gonna say. And now let's go Lou. and then we can just Stomping Tantrum. Okay, alternatively, let's talk about this. Alternatively, based on that close combat damage, so that did 75. No, okay, so that could be an HP invested Raging Bolt. Not super heavily, but that could be like a 120 type of situation. Rillaboom's Glide, okay, is not killing. So I think we probably do go Lou here. I'm trying to think. Yeah, no, I think we do go Lou. All right, and we just Stomping Tantrum. If they Terra here, like, be my guest. That's awesome. I'm totally down to have this thing Terra on me. I'm totally down to have this thing Terra on me. Like, we finish it off with Rilla, and then there's no Terra to worry about on D-Knight. That'd be amazing. So yeah, figured probably not. Fair enough. Any problem with hard Rillaboom here? It seems pretty good to me. Just want to keep the offense up here. Gold is not even taking that well, which is hilarious. I also just like getting Grassy Terrain up because that allows Weezing to switch into D-Knight, which is good too. We've also got Tickle Allo in the back for D-Knight, so we've got solutions on. This thing gets 2-hit KO'd, which is a really funny fact. And it's like not even close, which is so funny. And Amorous is kind of a fraud, honestly. It's not a huge fraud. It's like there are bigger frauds, but it's kind of a fraud. I think we just go Allo, and we can flip turn here into Blaziken. That seems fine. Okay, this is interesting because of the terrain running out. Let's go Blaziken, and let's Protect. I'm just not that worried about D-Knight because we're sitting here with a Tickle Allo. Like, if it turns out to be a sub D-Knight, it turns out to be a sub D-Knight. Everybody loses sometimes. But okay, that feels like we can Flare Blitz you. Okay, pretty fat on this guy, so all right, fair enough. But I mean, yeah, now that's your Terra gone, so I think I'm okay with this situation. Oh, but Goldengo actually becomes a bit of a menace, doesn't it? Well, we want to try to wish up Ting-Lu then, because it's Trick Recover, so it's not gonna have Nasty Plot. But I probably should have thought a little bit more about how this would affect my Goldengo situation. But let's just go in and Grassy Glide. Surf is kind of funny. The mix set does make sense to hit Tusk hard, so it's not a foolish idea, but it is interesting. You don't see it too often. What's Fusion at? 1917? Not bad. Yeah, I do not like participating in OLT. It's an absolute mess. It's like absolutely anything can screw you up at any moment. Yeah, I just go Allo here. If you switch, you switch. Okay, gold, like that's okay. I'm gonna wish here. No Spit F drop? Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, and let's get in, we can get in the Ting-Lu here, which is great. That's great. Okay. I kind of want to set rocks first, but I feel like we just click Stomping Tantrum. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I don't think the gold's going to be a huge issue for us. Okay, let's wish. I really doubt this thing can kill me here. Let's Tickle. Yep. And we'll have enough PP to do this, so. Okay, now we wish. Now we Tickle again. This is the cycle. We always win this PP situation unless we Tickle to get it into the negatives when it doesn't click DD. Then we start giving it actual boosts. But I'm not too worried. Fusion's good though. Fusion's gonna know that there's an angle here. And I think that angle, I think it's got to be a Scarf and Am, but I think the angle Fusion might take is, well, no, there's really no way out of this. There's really no way out of this for him. Okay, and then we wish again. Okay, and Am comes in. Yeah, that's clever, but we can just protect here. And then I move, and then I flip turn, excuse me, because we don't want to let Samurott come in for free. There's a very real chance Samurott switches in here, which is why I'm not okay with just, you know, switching into Glow King. Fusion is good. They know what's up. Okay, and it is Scarf, which is good, so I don't have to worry about any specs BS. I could go for a Future Sight, which is honestly sort of an appealing idea here. I could go Glow King and just Chili. I could just go Rilla, obviously. I think I like Glow King and Future Sighting. Okay, and let's just go this and click Stomping Tantrum. That seems good. That seems good here. You have to either take big damage on D-Knight or sack something. Well, Gold, I think, could live here. Gold would live, but it would chip Gold to the point where Grassy Glide becomes your worst nightmare, pretty much. We do need to invest. Excuse me, not invest. What am I talking about? We do need to wish this Tinglu up at some point if we want to not lose to this Goldengo. Okay, it's just going to be the Make It Rain, the cash out. Okay, so we're going to Stomping Tantrum. We do a good chunk, not enough to kill, but we're obviously going to stay in and Stomping Tantrum again. We never let this thing heal for free. That would be a throw. Okay, and Am comes in. Fair enough. Okay, this is a bit weird. Kind of want to go Wheezing. Let's just go Glow King. Okay, good Samurott. Good Samurott. I think I do go with the Wheeze on this one. I think I do go with the Wheezing here. Okay, knock, fair. Let's... Ooh, do we Strange Steam here? Would that kill Goldengo? No, let's defog. And let's go Olo. We can also potentially just PP stall this thing out of Shadow Ball with Olo. It's a very real play as well. Like, we have Glow King too. Okay, Leftovers? I am so down, honestly. I don't think that was, like, that good of a move, honestly. This Samurai, it's probably Boots, though, isn't it? I kind of want to get up rocks anyway, so we can start knocking stuff and doing damage that way. So I'm going to set up rocks. But yeah, let's go, ooh, or we maybe should have gone... Okay, they're going to Healing Wish. Fair enough. That's well played. That's well played. That is good. That is good. Good. This is Fusion, as I said, guys. Fusion knows what's up. They definitely just want to start getting those Ceaseless Edges going. You know what I can do here? I do survive this, so we're going to Chili here. And I think Rilla Glide kills this. Yeah, probably. Well, actually, it is HP invested, isn't it? Did it take hazards? That's an important component of this. Pointed stones dug in. Okay, so we do just go in here and glide then. This will do a chunk. Okay, good. Go Allo here. Let's flip turn. And do the same thing. We could knock this. Actually, let's knock. What are we doing? This thing's like, there's no way this thing's fast and bulky. I should have done that last turn. I'm washed. Yeah, there's no reason not to knock here. I'm pretty sure. You can't be fast and bulky. I mean, you can, but you probably aren't. I don't think we actually have a reason to stay in here. I don't think this thing has roost. Okay, wow. Kind of a wild play, but I can respect that. I think we throw off Attacked, then just flip turn into Rillaboom. Okay, missing there is not a huge deal, to be honest. Because, yeah, like, you can't go into gold here. Gold dies to 2 of these. So you have to sack the D-Knight here. Yeah, down goes the D-Knight. And then, at this point, it's just a matter of time before Allo cleans up the game. We can Wish here. And flip turn to get in Rillaboom safely. And then just go for knockoff. How much is Rillaboom taking from a Goldengo Make It Rain? 97 max. So I'm pretty sure we can just go in here and click knockoff. And then win the game. Yep. Okay, down goes down goes gold. That's good. And then there's the forfeit. GG. Okay, 3-0. Your boy still can play. I'm not washed yet. Not yet. Why are you playing on your alt? Because on my main account, I'm doing Toxicroak laddering stuff. Somebody says, Zerope asking, don't you lose the Tickle PP war if they switch out? No, because they DD'd when I switched in. So as long as I only Tickle when they have an attack boost, I'm always have more Tickles than DDs, or at least equal. Why Stomping Tantrum over EQ? Because Rillaboom has grassy terrain. And someone says you can check grassy terrain in order to see that Rillaboom is faster than Atrot. Very good point. I always forget to use that one. Appreciate it. You know, I made this recent video on building, like whether new players should build their own teams for, you know, growing quickly as possible and competitive. And everyone in the comments is like, well, not everyone, a few people, they're like, well, I disagree. I built teams when I was new and I'm okay now. And it's like, okay, so like, what would you have looked like if you didn't? Like, have you done any, have you worked with any new players? Or are you just like, I disagree because I didn't do that? Like, where is your evidence for this claim that it's worse? It's just, they're just like, oh, well, blah, blah. I disagree because I think when you build, it shows you things about roles. It's like, okay, yeah. You know, it also gives you a terrible team that makes it impossible to get any kind of idea of what the metagame actually looks like. It's like if I started playing VGC immediately, I'm not going to build my own crackpot team. I'm going to use a sample and kind of get a feel for the meta. Anyway, though. Random irritating things aside. Toxicroak. Oh, So yeah, guys, this is an OU. I've gotten to as high as rank 8, but right now I'm at 29 in OU on my main account with Toxicroak. So there will be stuff there. I don't believe Tinglu gets high horsepower, no. And if it did, I would really hesitate to run that move. I don't know if you guys know, but high horsepower is like actually one of my least favorite moves ever. It never hits. It is such a fraudulent move. It's so fraudulent. It really is. Okay, but anyway, we're 3-0 against some good players, so that feels pretty good. Also, I'm just focusing on the battles, so my chat interaction's pretty bad, but in between games, okay. Light's pretty good, I think. I don't know. I feel like I remember them being pretty good. So obviously with our Weezing, we kind of have a sort of a good matchup into this. Kinda want to just lead with Rillaboom. What we don't want to happen is we don't want to end up getting rolled by a Goldengo. That's the bad outcome here. Rillaboom is immune to Stun Spore because it's a grass type, and it does 2-shot with Grassy Glide. So honestly, that feels pretty good. Yeah, let's just do that. Yeah, I don't think there was a better play here. Yo, it's fat. It's super fat. Okay, it's fine. We'll click Glide a few more times. Moonblast, like, okay, sure. Obviously not great, but, you know, it goes down. All right. Down you go. That's good. Raging Bolt immediately. Okay. No booster energy. That's super weird. Do we just Whirlwind, or do we... Let's Stomping Tantrum, because this doesn't look like it's doing that much, and we have grassy terrain on our side. Oh, it's Shaka. Okay, that makes some more sense, I guess. We could Whirlwind here. I'm very much worried about Goldengo. Let's see, based on that roll, 34. We should be fine to click Stomping Tantrum twice. Okay, maybe not so much if that happens, but we can go Glow King here, can't we? Glow King doesn't look that important here for stuff. So let's do that, and then we can go into Rilla. Okay, that was unfortunately a very high roll, but we still don't die to Thunderbolt. Yeah. Yeah, I think Rillaboom Glide here. That does put us in kind of the exact scary. Do we go Weezing? Can Weezing live here? We can if we Terra Grass. Weezing, why can't you be fatter, buddy? This is so tough because like we can't be out here losing a Goldengo. If we Terra, like what are our odds of dying Drag? Pretty good. So dicey, man. So dicey. But, like, we can't be losing a nasty block Goldengo, and I feel like that's probably what's going to happen. Maybe we should have just Whirlwinded this thing immediately, but that wouldn't have really solved anything. Oh, well, it could have potentially brought in something easier for Weezing to handle, I guess. I think we have to. If they Dragon Pulse, good read. Okay, good. We did not get Dragon Pulse. Now, the weird thing is I really don't know what to sack here. I think the going Glow King thing was kind of not a good idea. Well, actually, no. We let go of this, don't we? We just let go of the Wheezing. Yeah. Wheezing, you did good, my friend. And we can U-turn here, which is good too. That helps us position ourselves a little better. Because there's no way it's Timid Max. So, okay. What do we want to U-turn into? We could go Ting-Lu just to get some healing. We could go Slowking to restore it for the Enamorous Disaster that'll hit later. We could go Blaziken to just immediately get on our offensive A game. I think I like Glow King for the Enam. Yep, in comes the gold. Let's go Alo on this. Okay, there's the nasty. We shouldn't die. Okay, double nasty plot. Okay. Feeling confident today. All right, let's tect. Jeez, I mean, okay, I'm going to Flare Blitz. Okay, and they just say, you know what? You can have it. I didn't like my Gholdengo anyway. And to that I say, sick, thanks. All right, let's wish. Let's tickle. We don't want any of that boosting. No, sir. Okay, that's not good. That is really not good. I think we probably lose to this. Yeah, that's not what you want to see here. Let's go Alo. Oof. On this. Yikes. Taunt Tusk. Oh, geez. What? Oh, it's... I guess that kind of makes sense. Slip turn. All right. Okay, at least it's lowering its defense, but, like, we're probably, like, kind of cooked, aren't we? Yeah, I mean, can Rillaboom kill if this thing terras? No, like, it can't. We absolutely don't. I mean, look, it happened to be a taunt. I feel like it's, sometimes you just take an L, I feel like is the lesson here. Geez, I mean, yeah. I think that's the lesson here. You sometimes take L's. Let's maybe try this, and we can Ruination to, like, force it to go down another stat, and then maybe if we get, like, a super good roll here, it'll die after the Terra. I think that's kind of where we're at. Because we can't afford to sack Glow King as well. Like, we need a transition mon between these. So, yeah, I don't know. Although I kind of realized the big mistake I made here. Yeah, there's the Terra Ghost, and it is going to survive, and it is going to Ice Spinner, and we are going to lose. We have double tech on our side, but, like, even that, I don't think we can still get past a Kingambit. Yeah, and there we go. GG. Okay, yeah, we get rolled by that Tusk set. That's not really a surprise to me. I think the mistake I made here, I should have led with Wheezing into the Ribombee, and just every time it tries to get up webs, go Wheezing, which could have failed on Psychic Noise, so it was a tough situation. No, that was honestly just really tough. This was kind of a BS matchup. Like, if I knew the sets, I think we could have done some stuff. Like, I would have gone, you know, kept... Yeah, no, that was pretty BS. That was kind of BS. Team Beavers, I'm sorry to hear your day has been rough. I'm glad the stream is helping. Yeah, it was a max HP Tusk, so... Yeah, like a taunt Tusk is kind of just the end for this team, honestly. We could have, you know, there was realistically nothing we were ever going to do about that. All right. we're facing what appears to be the worst team ever, so we better not lose this. I really don't even know what I'm looking at here. I kind of just like a Ting Lu lead. Okay, sure. Let's rock up. I think rocks are better for me than they are for my opponent, so I'm down. Were there donations? Oh, thank you, Bognor, for the £2. Do I build around Yanmega, Zarude, Koryo, or Entei? Zarude. Well, Entei and Zarude are the two best on that list. I can tell you that for sure. Oh, and my. Thank you, something or other. Another 20. Wow. Gotta farm, good karma, or high horsepower will betray. High horsepower betrayed me before I did anything wrong. It's always been high horsepower's fault. All right. Okay, let's... I'm worried this is going to be one of those, like, Endeavor sets. That would suck. But let's rock up. Are we ever going to keep up rocks on this? Oh, they let us. Sick. Okay. Aloe, right? Surely. I mean, okay, like, in what world do we lose to Politoed when we have a Rillaboom, right? Surely we don't end up losing to a Poliwrath, right, guys? We'll see. Okay, I'm going to protect, because I don't think you're Calm Mind in Rain. Well, it might be Shaka. That would be pretty annoying. That would be pretty annoying. Let's Tect. Wow, but it really might be Shaka. Let's go Slowking then. Slowking is not super crucial in this matchup for other stuff, so I think that's fine here. Just so we're not totally screwed if it clicks Calm Mind here, but I'm thinking it's probably Specs. That would make more sense. Okay, Specs Draco, absolutely that's what that is coming out. So, I kind of actually want to just go into Aloe. Because that's, okay, so this is Choice Specs. So I feel like the opponent's probably going to switch into something that loses to Aloe here. So let's just switch in Aloe. And if they click Draco again, it's like, fine, I can do some regen switching stuff, I guess. Okay, they just stay in and let it rip, fine. I could Wish here. I think I'd rather just Flip Turn. I don't think they'll stay in here, but if they do, it's fine. But yeah, this is Specs confirmed. Poliwrath, yeah, poor Poliwrath. Dude, bro does not get Aqua Jet, and that's why we click Flip Turn. That's a huge kill. Yes, beautiful. Okay. All right, that's pretty good. I feel like Rilla makes a lot of sense here. Grassy terrain's pretty good for me. Bognor, thank you for the other £2. I'm donoing for the donos. I did notice, I did catch them. Were there any more I missed? It was you and something or other, right? I don't think I've missed any more. Okay, let's go into Wheezing immediately on this. Okay, Body Press. Yeah, that's not too threatening. Strange Steam feels pretty good here. I think just attacking is honestly totally fine here. Wug Trio is going to come in. Eat a Strange Steam. It's a Wug Trio, so I think we should be good to just go Aloe. Yeah, and there's Triple Dive doing a grand total of, let's see, 13. Okay, it did like, 18%, which is, all things considered, not that bad. Let's Stomping Tantrum here. I'm kind of tired of this Raging Bolt. If you go Pelly, I just go Aloe again. This is the only world in which this goes downhill is if we lose to a Poliwrath. It's the only world where this goes downhill. Let's go Aloe here, just in case of like some Heavy Slam BS. Okay. Flip Turn. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, Strange Steam. Yep. If you want to Terra your Zama, be my guest. I got a Terra Ghost Alo that is happy to PP stall that. Be my guest. Yeah, just a body press. Please don't be like weakness policy. Okay, cool. That would have been pretty sad. I like how Pelipper doesn't get rain if it comes in. That's pretty funny too. Yeah, triple dive is the worst signature move ever, and it's not close. Let's go Tinglu here. I don't need to preserve it for anything other than Bolt, so let's just go into it. Oh no, guys. They caught me on the double. They got in the Wug Trio. It's over. Okay, we're rain dancing. All right. Let me just flip turn here. Uh-huh. So I'm going to go Rillaboom to make sure, or not make sure, but make it less likely that the Poliwrath comes in, and then I'm going to go into Alo. As I said, the only possible way we lose this game is to that Poliwrath. And it's not very likely, but it is a possibility worth respecting. Memento. Oh, they go into Raging Bolt. You don't even go into the Poly... Okay, I'm going to go into Tinglu. I can't believe you didn't go into Poliwrath there. I mean, we had Tickle and a Rillaboom, and Rain would run out, and then we'd have Blaziken. So, like, we were fine, but I still feel like you should have gone into Poliwrath there. Draco, fine. That's okay. Let's Ruination here. Pelipper, okay, fine. Let's Ruination again. Okay, we get Raging Bolt, cool. Let's Stomping Tantrum. That Grassy Terrain healing is so good on this Tinglu, wow. How high? Here's the crazy thing. This person is 1774 with this. I'm at 1899. I'm almost 1900, and I'm seeing this kind of thing. Blaziken is important in its role of sitting on the back for this one, actually. Because it's making sure we don't lose to Poliwrath. We're going to immediately Whirlwind this. I think our opponent is... Okay, they didn't make the mistake, so that's good on them for that. Let's go Alo here, and let's just Tickle. So here's the funny thing. We're actually going to just click Tickle pretty much forever. This Pelipper is speed tying me. That's not good. Let's flip turn now. Trying to think of the absolute safest way to make sure I don't get rolled by a Poliwrath here. I think it's Rillaboom. I think it's Rillaboom, and we... Yeah, okay, they're going to just forfeit. Cool. GG. Yeah, guys, BS teams like that are not good. I know that's not exactly a news flash, but some people seem to think if you make a wacky enough team, you'll just beat people because they'll surprise them. But, like, no. A Wug Trio is never worth using. But I'm honestly surprised they got to high 1700s with it. If indeed they did, they could have laddered up with a decent team and then started using Wug Trio, and they've just been plunging ever since. It's possible. Oh, apparently this guy's a known cheeser, and they have a Twitter. Yeah, that makes sense. I like just like farm OLT until you just have like a good rain matchup and be like, I beat this top player with Wug Trio. Like I get it, but at the same time I have a tough time respecting such games, if you know what I mean. Okay, so Rillaboom, right? Yeah. My concern... I'm just gonna do this. Okay. Yeah, like I'm... Okay, down goes the Excadrill. That's good. It's a good start. Okay, Kingdra. Fine. Slowking, right? Slowking can switch into whatever. This is a CB Quackball on this team, by the way. Like here, okay guys, here's the thing about Wug Trio. Wug Trio, 120 base speed, that with a Choice Band and like a decent water move, like Triple Dive, which is a fine move, you will cheese someone with that eventually. I have to be honest, is this even realistic? Facing an Olo CB Rilla Glow King team with a Excadrill plus Mono Water, like is it realistic that you have a chance? Manaphy. Manaphy with Terra Grass or something, or Dragon, if it's like Iron Defense, could like probably kind of roll me here. But otherwise, no. Okay, Quack. Yeah, Quack's not the answer. So as I said, yeah, that is... Hold up. I didn't do that much. Actually, no, that is Choice Banded damage. Yeah, so that was a low roll, and I think Jolly probably, but that's Choice Banded damage, so... Yeah, okay, let me just flip turn. How much is Rilla doing to this? Okay, not guaranteed kills. Let's just go Slowking and Chili. I think even Terra Water. Okay, Hurricane, that's... Honestly, I respect the attempt. I really do, but that's just not going to cut it. Okay, and that is... Let's confirm that set on Kingdra. Kingdra versus Glow King. Hurricane, 27.2. Minimum roll, but that's specs. Let's set up those rocks. And, okay, it might spin here, which is, like, you know, good on you, but that's just not going to do enough. Actually, we could go, Wheezing could be kind of interesting here. But no, it's fine. Let's just go Olo. Excadrill Rain in 2025, yeah. Aqua Step, okay. Fair enough, I guess. Alright, let's do that Woodhammer thing again. I actually don't think even a... well, actually, hold on. Let me not be dumb. Let me calc that flip turn. That flip turn did 10, which indicates defensive, so we're good, yeah. Oh, you're never too late. You know, you never want to get it with a Scarf Hurricane. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if this Pelipper Terra's here, it even might die. Actually, it's, I think, likely to die. Even if it's Terra's like grass or something. Yeah, my opponent's only way out of this is some Manaphy shenanigans, basically. Which is possible. But not probable. No, I'm not participating in OLT. I'm not a huge fan of ladder tournaments. Because it's like... It's so down to the wire with these cycles. You're... Like, it comes like one game, one bit of bad RNG, and then you have to do tons of laddering again. And the amount of time, right? Because laddering, especially at a time with this many people on ladder, with ladder being pushed so high, the top players, like the people that make it, every cycle, they're there because they played a ton of games. Because every time you get a little bit of bad luck, you lose like 40 points. Or like a bad matchup, you lose like 40 points. That's just ladder. So to qualify for OLT, you need to be good enough. I do think I am good enough. It would not be easy, but I do think I could do it. The next thing, though, you have to sit for hours and hours and hours and just ladder. until you get to a good enough placement. And then at the end, you have to do it again and hope you don't get GG. Yeah, that was a totally one-sided matchup. But anyway, yeah, so you have to ladder for hours and hours and hours. And then at the end, when a bunch of people make a push and some get lucky enough and go really higher, you have to make another push at the very end. And then if you get bad luck there, you're screwed and you have to do it again. So it's basically like sitting down and playing a ton of ladder for like just hours upon hours upon hours, and then maybe you qualify. That sounds terrible to me. I want to play Pokemon when I want to play Pokemon, you know? And then the other thing is, at the end of the, at the end of the tunnel, Kyurem is a threat for this team. So that was one thing I was a bit worried about. So we'll see how big of an issue it is here. Yeah, like when it's all said and done, when you've paid the price and you're ready to, Kyurem D-Knight is rough too. Yeah, if you make it, you qualify. Now it's like, oh, now you have to schedule with people and build tour teams. Like, it's just, I don't even like regular tournaments, but adding the ladder aspect to it is worse, in my opinion. Or at least not bad. Like, I like OLT for the innovation it brings, but I don't want to participate. Someone asked in chat, how should I build around Hydrapple? It really depends, man. I like it on regen spam teams. Works well with Allo because they hate Wellspring. It's pretty good bulky offense mod. Anyway, though, this matchup is tough, dude. Like, we've got double quad resist for Rillaboom. Kyurem is difficult. I mean, this is dicey. This is dicey stuff. I really do like Weezing with, especially just like Will-O-Wisp looks amazing here. I almost want to lead with that, but I feel like Kyurem is just a bit too likely for that to be a real play. Scizor, Swords Dance Scizor is one of those things we kind of said like sort of beats the entire team. So we have to be prepped for that as well. It's just so rough on so many fronts. Like, I don't even know what to start with. I think we start with Weezing. Okay, Tusk is not great. Tusk is not great. We do survive. We could Strange Steam. Is that worth it? I think Wisping here is worth it because we can probably, like, I don't see this team being that difficult to Wish Pass up against, and having this Tusk crippled would be great. We'll see what they decide. We'll see what they decide. But yeah, this matchup looks kind of brutal. Okay, we Wisp the Kyurem. That's honestly pretty sick because now we can just go Glowking. That's actually kind of amazing. No idea why they did that, but heck yeah. Oh no, it's booster attack. Can Allo even take a hit here? Probably. Okay. Ooh. Scary. Actually, we could go hard. We could go hard Boomer here. We could go hard Boomer. Because you never click. Let's do that. Yeah, because I'm going to say you never do that. You never just... Now, here's the question. Are we okay with Grassy Gliding here? And potentially the Tusk Terras and we lose Rillaboom. Are we okay with that or not? If we stay in and glide. If Tusk Terras, does that really open the door for anything on our side? Like, I feel like we kind of want Rilla still. So let's go Allo here. Okay, they're just going to go into Scizor. So, okay, that worked out fine. Yeah, we just flip turn on this. I do like how free flip turn is against this team. And now that Tusk has no booster energy, it's much diminished as a threat. Not entirely, but okay, and it's banded Scizor, which is huge relief too, so we don't have to worry about... excuse me. It's a huge relief, so we don't have to worry about... Dude, my brain today. So we don't have to worry about... Swords Dance. Let me just Woodhammer here. If Scizor comes in, we go back into Allo. But... I think we just do throw off a Woodhammer here. Okay, sick. Oh, beautiful. We get the kill, so we can get up rocks. There's also, I want to point out, there's a Tusk and a Hatterene here. So I feel like there's a very good chance that our opponent does not have... There's a very good chance that our opponent does not have boots on either of these Pokemon, which is very much worth considering as well. We go Alola and we Tickle. As always, there's a Dragonite set for every team. We could get substituted on here, and then we automatically lose. But that's just the game you play. When you play in a tier with Dragonite, ban it. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully this isn't one of those. We'll see. I feel like Sharp Beak Terrablast could kind of roll us here too. But let's just keep tickling. We always win this PP war. Okay, I'm going to just flip turn here. Okay, fine. Could go Wheezing and just defog immediately. Could go Rilla U-turn. I think I like the Wheezing defog plan. I don't think we let this thing ever get up hazards. I think we are at the point in the game where we can and should deny that. Because we're not so much worried about the Scizor anymore. And the D-Knight already bugged out, so, you know, on the Ala. So, yeah, I don't think we're that worried about that. We can do a Slowking here. If they go into Lu, that's fine. Let's see. Okay, they do just Ice Beam. We do not get frozen. Awesome. Let's Chilly here. And that damage indicates not specs. So like a high roll is either like a modest or a very high roll on a non-spec set. I feel like it's got to be like a mixed... Something that could have been a low roll on a non-specs Never Melt Ice set, maybe. Okay, critical hit, kind of unfortunate. Actually, that critical hit did too much. So I think that's Never Melt Ice confirmed. I think we can lock that in. Let's go Lu and get up rocks. Our opponent is going to absolutely hate this, I guarantee it. Nobody runs a Hatterene and a Tusk that doesn't hate rocks. And this is, I'm pretty sure this is Never Melt Ice, this Kyurem. I'm kind of down to Terra Ghost Alo as well. We could just Terra Ghost this too. Maybe we start with a Ruination. Start small and work our way up. Go for rocks here. CC, okay, all right, I see. You got some teeth. Yeah, let's do it. Well, actually, though... Yeah, let's do it. Okay, they CC'd again. That works. I was worried they'd hit us with a Headlong there, but we're fine. You know what I like better? It's going... do I like this better? No, because the Kyurem will take entry, which is good too. I was thinking we could maybe wish it up. I still would like to do that later, but it's not a huge priority. I think we're fine to sack Glowking if Kyurem comes in again. That seems okay. Blaziken can probably do really well in this endgame. Okay, there's Lu. That's fine. Hard Rilla seems good here. Woodhammer, how much recoil are we taking? Does it tell us on here? Okay, 42, we're good. Let's just Woodhammer this thing. If you want to switch, that's fine. As I said, we still could lose to a sub D-Knight, but, you know, you can't live in fear of everything. I mean, you can, but you shouldn't. Okay, that's fine. This thing, let's tech. We can actually tech here. It actually might not have free. Okay, it does have freeze dry. Well, okay, so we got to sack Glowking or D-Knight. Excuse me, or Glowking or Ting-Lu. I feel like I kind of actually want to keep Ting-Lu around just for the wish potential. Let's just, yeah, let's do that. Oh, actually, we survive here, which is extra nice. Yeah, we can just chili here. And then go Blaziken. That's fine. Actually, though, yeah, because the Scizors, yeah, so that's fine. I was thinking, well, we don't want to let Blaziken get chipped for SD Scizor, but it's not SD, so we're okay there. We can Tech here. If they switch, that's fine. Yeah, I figured they wouldn't, though. And we just CC here. Oh, yo, it was Scarf. Oh, it was, okay, it was Modest Scarf. That's what it was. Okay, that adds up, kind of, yeah. That makes some sense. As I said, I was sure it wasn't Boots, but I didn't know what BS it might be. Okay, we have absolutely no reason not to go Alo on this every single day of the week, and then into next week. What I'd like to do is wish up Ting-Lu to potentially help us Whirlwind a Dragonite if it does turn out to be Substitute. That's the only thing I'm presently afraid of in this world, is the D-Knight pulling out a Substitute. Which, you don't want to play in fear of that early game, but I'm now at the point where I have a significant enough advantage that I can start playing for those really, like, kind of not that probable what if this situation. So that's why I'm playing this way. You don't want to play scared early, but you very much want to play scared at this stage. Okay, Lu comes in. We're going to flip turn. If it goes for spikes, we go into Rilla. If it Ruination, okay, it goes for Whirlwind. So Whirlwind means we just want to go into... It could be a slow Ting-Lu, but it probably went for a Whirlwind. So let's go into Slowking. So we'll get some regen on this, and healing on... No healing on Wheezing. Okay, so that's fine. Let's go Alo. We could throw off a Wisp here. I don't really think that matters, so I'm just going to go Alo. And let's Wish. EQ doesn't have a chance to kill here. Critical Hit could do it, so we're actually going to switch. We're going to go into Slowking. Okay, we get Whirlwinded again. Okay, Blaziken. All right, the chicken. Sure. Let's go Mola. We want to make sure this thing's regen healthy for D-Knight. Let's flip turn. Okay, there's that critical hit we were worried about. Let's go Rilla and you turn into Alo. Yeah, we just want to keep Alo healthy for D-Knight. Let's go Alo again. Alo being fat and happy and healthy is the name of the game here. And in that spirit, let's what do we do here? Should we do a tickle? Let's do a tickle. Let's do one of those. And then we can go into Slowking and we can chili reception around a little bit. Okay, and we'll chili here. Go into this. Let's go into Rilla. Okay, cool. And now let's U-turn. Okay, in comes the Scizor. Alo. Let's Wish. We can maybe get up Ting-Lu here if they try to knock. Beautiful, they go for the knock. It's Ting-Lu healing time, baby. So we can Whirlwind a potentially threatening Dragonite. Let's go back into Alo here. Ting-Lu, fine. Okay, we go Lu. Okay, that's fine. Let's chili here. I'm playing this endgame super safely. I think we go Wheezing Wisp here. Seems probably pretty safe. Getting this thing some residual chip would be nice. Let's defog. Pain split. Then we're going to keep defogging. Okay, good on you. It's not going to do much, but good on you. Okay, actually, no. I see the vision. I see the vision. Okay, D-Night time. All right. Wait. No, we don't want to lose the tickle. Oh, they already... How are we down one? Let's wish, anyway. Now let's tickle. Okay, that's not good. All right, let's see. What's the emergency plan here? How's Ting Lu doing? Okay, let's go immediate Ting Lu and Whirlwind. Probably shouldn't have removed rocks. Maybe that was the plan. Maybe we'll say, like, scale shot. Okay, that's fine. Okay, they get 5 hits, and that did a ton. That's not so good. Let's go Wheezing, I guess. Yeah, I totally threw this endgame, not gonna lie, guys. I totally threw I should have just kept rocks up. This was a bit of a scary set, actually, though. But how did I let it come to this? It was the encore. Right. That's how it all went downhill. Good on you there. That was a good one. Sure, we'll pain split. Okay, we get fire punched. Fine. Let's go Mola. How much is Rilla doing? Just 0. Yeah. Okay, good on you. I've lost. Yeah, I totally messed up by letting those rocks go down. And I guess I should have just not... I don't know. That's just an absent-minded moment. Yeah, that absolutely should have been a win. But yeah, I kind of just... my mind blanked on Encore. I forgot that was a set. Yeah, defogging was definitely a throw there. Okay, let's do this one. No, that wasn't really a D-Night set 6 owing my team. That was kind of just bad playing. Although, we kind of do lose to Scale Shot. Honestly, that actually was pretty bad. The play there would have just been keeping Wheezing health. Well, it was Terrifier though, wasn't it? Yeah, no, the Terrifier loaded dice set is kind of just legitimately really bad for us. I don't think I actually... We could have kept Mola at full health, and that would have... it was still a throw, but not actually that much of a throw, honestly. That D-Night set is probably worst case scenario, other than like sub Terra Blast flying. Okay, this looks rough. I do not like this matchup. I'm going to lead with Rilla. And I honestly just want to knock this thing off immediately, because I feel like wood hammering is going to be my main way to get through this team. Okay, yeah. Oh, Jesus, dude. That's not good. Okay, that's an offensive Landorus for sure, and a holy high roll. That's adamant. Okay, at least we get a good knockoff. I'm going to do that again. If you want a Terra, but I don't think you do. Cool. Let's go Mola. Actually, kind of like Blaziken here. Let's go Blaziken. It's SD. Are we that guy? Am I going to be that guy? Yes. Heck yeah, I feel powerful. That was perhaps not a good play, but come on. I want to have a little fun. No, I was not playing with my food there, that endgame, though. The whole reason I got Tinglu healthy was so something like that didn't happen. There was no playing with food happening. If we'd let D-Knight enter and just like, say I just like killed Rillaboom with Woodhammer and we let D-Knight enter, we would have lost that game as well. So no, there was no playing with food. There was a real threat. Okay, it's Helmet and that's really sucks. Okay, let's go Mola. We're gonna Wish. Okay, that's not good. We can't really do much to this. Let's go this, and we can Stealth Rock. Kingambit's pretty scary in this endgame. But yeah, rocks look pretty good here. I don't think we too much mind them being up on our side. Okay, I'm going to immediately Ruination because we cannot afford to mess around. And we immediately get frozen. Speaking of Pokemon that really should have frickin' been banned, here's a Kyurem. Look at that. See what it does? Don't you love it? All right, let's Wish here. Such an irritating Pokemon, dude. Like, it just does that. It just freezes stuff all the time. If Kyurem couldn't freeze, sure, fine. DD sets and Ice Beam just being insanely terrible for balance and there being huge punishment for mispredicting it once. Okay, that sucks, but you know what? Lots of other terrible things in the tier. Why not let it into? But the freezes everywhere. It's just too much. All right, let's try to unfreeze. Why am I Stealth Rocking? That was not good. Okay, we still don't unfreeze. Let's go for rocks. Okay, we still don't unfreeze. Sick. Let's go for rocks again. Beautiful. Okay, we finally unfreeze. It's definitely just going to rapid spin here. Are we okay with that? Killing Tusk. Yeah, we can Wish it up later. That's fine. Yep. All right, let's see which one to do. Okay, let's Tect. Slow King time. We're just going to Sludge Bomb this. Actually, yeah, let's Sludge Bomb. Okay, Glow King, fine. Chili? Sure, we'll Chili. Okay, that's not good. Let's go Wheezing. I'd like to get off a Defog here. They're going to Chili as well. All right. Kyurem, let's go. It's probably going to EP, but let's go Slow King. Blizzard, okay. Go Olo on that. Might get frozen, but, you know, what are you going to do? Let's Wish. It's Tinglu time. I don't think you have a move to kill me. If you do, let's see it. Yep. That's what I thought. Let's get up our rocks. Rocks are going to be huge in this endgame. In comes the Kyurem. We scout with Glow King. Ice Beam, we go Olo. We go Lou. We Ruination. Okay. Oh, it has Chili. I guess that makes sense. With Blizzard, right? Who wouldn't run Chili? But okay, we slowly start to make sure this Kyurem dies. The problem is Kingambit. We want to have Olo in on Kingambit clicking Tickle. is what we want. This team in general is a bit Gambit weak. We could go like a super speedy Weezing, which I'm not thrilled by that idea, but that might be the way we have to go, because this team really is not good against Gambit. I feel like in Gen 9 building, though, sometimes you just fish. Like, sometimes that's what you do. Just like, I'm just going to hope we don't face a Kieran. And then you kind of roll with that. Let's go Slow King. Terra Ice Blizzard, fair enough. That'll do it. Okay. We can PP stall that without too much of a problem, though. Let me tech here. Let's Wish. Okay, we don't get frozen. Beautiful. Let's tech again. Okay, yep, Mr. Slow King doing its thing. This is not so good. Let's Wish here. Yep, Chilly Reception makes sense. What? Was that a misclick? Why'd you go into Lander? Okay, sure, alright. Heck yeah. I'm so lost by that play. I have no idea what you're doing. Oh no, Blaziken dies on entry. Okay, I was thinking we 4 times resist. No, okay, that makes more sense then. Yeah, that actually completely adds up. Alright. Stomping Tantrum. It'll do decent damage here. Yeah, and there's the Chili. Yeah, we probably do just sack Blaziken next time this thing comes in. Blizzard probably won't kill. We could Ruination here. Let's do that, actually. Yeah, Blizzard was not likely to kill there, so that's good. We, can go Olo here. We don't need a sack. It might just click it again. With the kill odds, we're probably not going to die, but let me flip turn. Okay, they do stay in and they miss. Beautiful. All right, can't complain about that. That's good. Wish we'd click Wish there. We'd be in a really good spot. But okay, it's not the end of the world. We can go Wheezing and go for a Wisp here. Is not bad. Because this thing, if it stays in, it's clicking Struggle. So I think Wheezing comes in and then we hit it with some... Okay, it's going to stay in and Struggle. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's do this. Pain Split does still work. That's kind of funny. Yeah, that seems good. This Pain Split. We just want to get ourselves in a situation where our Kingambit is against... Their Kingambit is against our Olo. Because if we don't set that up, we lose the game. To SD Kingambit. That's... Yeah, we're currently kind of tracking to lose to SD Kingambit if we're going to be real. So let's go Rilla and U-turn here. But yeah, like we probably lose this to SD Kingambit. Oh, and wait, no, Blaziken doesn't die. Hold on. I was thinking it was 12, but 12 is neutral. Yeah, no, sorry, guys. I totally should have healed up Blaziken. I am tripping today. I'm just like, yeah. I'm at my wit's end. I'm past my wit's end. Been a weird few days. But, yeah, no, Blaziken would have lived earlier. Okay, so I should have healed up Blaziken earlier, but it's fine. We're okay. Yeah, I was thinking for some reason 25 was the neutral stealth rock damage and 12 was resisted, but that's insane. That would make it so broken. No idea why I thought that. Yeah, could have healed up Blaziken and had that for Gambit here. Would have been great. Jeez. Opponent is thinking really hard about this. Not entirely sure why, but no, it's okay. To each their own. Thinking time. Okay, sack. Beautiful. Let's do the Olo thing. Okay, there we go. Tickle. Tickle again. Sack Lou. Good, they didn't SD. That's a key component of the plan there. They've got a not SD there. Let's, ooh, geez. Let's flip turn. Let's go hollow here. If they Kowtow, good on you. And that's all. Unfortunately, it is a max HP King Gambit. Yeah, based on that roll, that's probably absolute max. This dude is thinking so hard. It's like, it's a prediction, you know? Just click one move or the other move, right? Doesn't have to be a whole production. Okay, we got that one. Let's flip turn again. That was a good one. Was that critical hit? Yeah, it was a critical hit. Rillaboom Glide still does not kill, though. So we're going to do this. And we're going to sack. They SD again. They didn't SD again. Cool. We might just pull this one out. How much is Rilla doing with Glide? How much is Mola doing with Flip? Oh my god, that King Gambit's taking... Oh, hold on. That's... Yeah, it's taking 0. I think we have to glide here. I think that's... I think we always have to glide here. Because this is an offensive Lando. But I do think we lose here, but we have to do this in any case. Like, we could swap Olo here, but I don't think there's any cheese down that tunnel. Maybe it's got a bit of speed creep in it. That could be a hope. No, we're doing absolutely 0. Maybe critical hit. Critical hit here would be good. That could maybe do it. Nah, yeah. Critical hit here, potentially. You know what, GG? I think I played that okay, other than not healing up the Blaziken. Team is really King Gambit weak. Probably shouldn't use this one. But that was fun. I mean, we overall... Did we gain or lose Elo? I think about the same. 5-3. One win was kind of... One loss was kind of a throw. One loss was to a pretty rough matchup. Yeah, I think the Wheezing was okay. But, like, maybe a Tusk would just be better. You know? I mean, the Wheezing had its moments, but I don't know. I feel like an HDB Tusk would have probably been better here. So yeah, I'm going to make this... Do we go Stealth Rock? Or do we go spikes on Lou so we can go? Let's do that. Sure. And sure, we'll just go with that. I think this will be a step up. Although the wheezing, it did have its moments, didn't it? Because it dealt with Zama pretty well. So maybe we do stick with the wheezing and just make it speedy. Wheezing's defense was never really that crucial. So maybe this is the problem. So let's go with the speedy wheezing. Why not? Let's do it. Or no, you don't go timid on these, do you? You go you still stick with bold, but then you go we'll go with this. The speedy wheezing, that'll help the Kingambit matchup a lot. And I feel like that's the only big issue this team has is the Kingambit matchup. Because other than that, I mean, and Terrifier will still be a bit of a bear, but Olo is pretty good against that. But yeah, if you have the speedy wheezing with Wisp, that helps a lot against Kingambit. And I think the mistake in the Webs game was not leading with wheezing. Could have led against wheezing, and Strange Steam. Well, that would have really worked. Okay, I think the play would have been Sludge Bomb lead with Slowking. And then I think Sludge Bomb, switch into Rilla, U-turn, immediate wheezing. And then if gold comes in, then you go Lou and go from there. You just got to get a... It's kind of weird, but I feel like with these changes, this is actually pretty solid, and there are places we can go with this. But yeah, thank you guys for attending. Appreciate it. And yeah, I will be streaming same time tomorrow, so tune in for that. We're going to be doing some Nat Deck stuff. Not sure yet what we're doing, but tune in. All right. Have a good night. I'll try to end this in time. We'll end this in 3, 2,